Yo, check it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Friday, the most manipulated day for the meme stocks, especially the meme stocks. I'm going to show you guys what you need to look for, what we don't want to see, key levels we want to hold, and what I'm expecting as a technical analyst looking at the charts, facts, and data. We're also going to be looking at SPY, cryptocurrency as well. Crypto has some amazing news coming out, so you want to stay and watch that, especially if you hold Bitcoin, XRP, ADA, and all of the altcoins. So let's not waste any more time and hop into charts, facts, data. Let's go.
All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, SPY, the overall cryptocurrency market. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, with that being said, let's not waste any more of your precious time and hop in the charts, facts, and data heading in for the trading day on this Friday. So this is going to be absolutely massive for the meme stocks. The first thing we're going to be looking at is AMC and GME. So the first thing I need to point out here right now is what's going on for GME, and we are absolutely in a critical spot right now. So I'm going to be telling you what we want to see, what we're expecting, and what we don't want to see. That way you know exactly what we're looking for. And I should be live early tomorrow like I was today. I was on before the market opened, and I'm going to try to do the same thing tomorrow. So do expect me to be live early tomorrow. Make sure you guys put that bell notification on. That way you can catch as soon as I go live. So GME right now in after hours. And again, we still have some after hours time to play out, so we have a chance for this thing to pop to the upside. But right now we are down in after hours, breaking out of a potential falling wedge. Well, this is definitely a falling wedge, and I think this is going to see us have us push to the upside here at the end of the after hours close and into pre-market tomorrow. We need to see GME get back above $28, and that's what this falling wedge is telling me. This falling wedge is telling me is that we will get back above $28. Now, we do have some other things going on as well. We have some buy orders sitting down here at $27.65, going as low as $27.20. So if we were to come down, we would hit those buy orders. So it seems like we have a good foundation to stay above the key levels that we need to be above, which is that $28 level. So we need to see GME get back above and hold that level. Now, if we can do that, that's going to leave us at the top of this bull flag. You can see there's actually sell walls here. So they are doing everything they can to make sure that we do not break out of this bull flag, and they're trying to postpone this rally and make sure it doesn't happen. They are also have been dumping short shares heavily. Cost to borrow is low. Right now, at time of recording, we have 3.1 million short shares for GME and 2.9 million short shares for AMC. So they are loaded up and they are ready to go. Cost to borrow is low, so they can use these shares and they can get more. So the shares are relatively easily available. So that's something we have to keep in mind. And they are using these sell walls in conjunction with those short shares to try to keep us pinned down and not breaking out. Now, we do have our long operator again keeping us afloat, putting those buy orders down there and giving us support. And it looks like GME is setting up for this potential breakout. Now, I told you guys in yesterday's video that I don't really expect the move this week, but more into next week. And if we look at the call options chain, it is very, very telling for what we could expect. You can see that we do have options activity for this week. We have plenty of options activity for this week. So if we do start to see bullishness tomorrow here on Friday, we could see a nice push to the upside. Now, again, you always want to keep in max pain in mind when dealing with Friday. You always want to keep max pain in mind, and max pain for GME is $26. So the market makers will be wanting to push it right underneath that $26 level. So like $25.98, $25.99, that's going to be the market makers price target for GME. And AMC's max pain for tomorrow is going to be sitting at the current price of, I believe, $4.50. Yeah, AMC's max pain is going to be sitting at $4.50 here for AMC. Let me just double check that. Max pain. Yes, AMC's max pain is at that 450 level. So they're going to be trying to keep AMC right underneath 450, right at the level that we have it now, 449, 448, around that range. Now, when I get to the AMC section, I will show you guys that AMC is actually set up for a bullish push. and we're set up for a potential gamma ramp here on both of the meme stocks. So you can see that at $28, $29, and $30, there's a lot of call option activity. If we can get above the $28, $29, and $30 level, that's going to start giving us a gamma ramp for a bullish Friday, potentially giving us that momentum we need to lift off. Now, if you look at the call options chain here, it shows us that next week is really the week that things are supposed to get really crazy. You can see that we have a huge amount of money. This is not retail. This is a huge amount of money, 80% change, 55% change, and this is a huge amount of volume. You can see here at the $30 call option, open interest and volume is absolutely out of control. 23,000 here on open interest, so it's absolutely wild how much gamma we would have at that $30 level if we do break and hold $30 for GME. Breaking and holding $30 for GME is a very critical level because the level of support and resistance is a strong level of support and resistance. Last time we rejected from it, look how far we went down, and last time we used it as support, look how high we popped up. We are now right underneath that $30 level, breaking out of this potential bull flag, getting ready to see that push up. Now, the question is it going to be Friday or Monday? If we look at history, what it is telling us is basically that it actually takes place over after hours. So what I'm expecting to happen again, because not every scenario is the same. We also had Roaring Kitty tweeting and stuff like that. What I'm expecting to see is the potential gamma come into play. So if we do start to see a push up tomorrow on Friday, that's going to be what gives us the momentum to push up in the next week as well. We have a huge gamma ramp. We don't have any other catalysts other than that. We do have the technicals as well. So those are the things that I'm looking at that could give us the momentum to push up. So breaking and holding 30 because it's a major level of support. We do have the gamma ramp and we have these bullish technicals as well. Breaking out of the macro falling wedge after a large accumulation, and we're about to make another move up. So I believe that if we can break and hold this $30 level, we're going to see that pop to the upside. The question is, are we going to see it here on Friday? Are we going to see it in after hours, or are we going to see it on Monday or Tuesday next week? What I'm thinking, what we could potentially see, and again, look for those key signals of an after hours pump. It would have to be a 10, 20, 30% pump, because if we look at what happened in history, the takeoff happened right between Friday and Monday. You can see that Friday was here, and the very next day, Monday, over the weekend, it took off. So obviously we had an after hours move Friday, and then we had a pre-market move Monday. So we could be potentially seeing the same thing here, especially if we start to push up on Friday. Now, if you do see GME go to $30 tomorrow, that means it's happening, okay? $30 is the key level to look for. If we break and hold 30, you're going to see a push to the upside. If you see volume go crazy, you're going to see a push to the upside. And, of course, if you see the classic sign of a movement in after hours, you're going to see a push to the upside. So this is what we're looking at for GME. We need to watch very, very closely. Market makers are definitely expecting a move. Smart money is definitely expecting a move. You can see the expiration date of this Friday and next Friday are absolutely stacked of calls all the way out to December the 6th. Stacked. And we're talking all the way up to $50. Also, you can see that we have multiple sell orders up here for GME. They wouldn't just have sell orders up here for no reason. These sell orders are up here because they're price targets. Price targets like $36. Price targets like $47. Price targets like $50. Price targets like $71. And that happens to be right around where the options chain is as well. You can see that there's heavy options activity from all the way from $28 to $50 throughout the next 3 expiration dates coming up. So this is looking very, very bullish here for GME. What we want to watch for very, very closely is, can we remain above that $28 level? The only thing that would ruin all of this is us breaking to the downside. Right now, we are trying to confirm the bull flag as support and break out, but we have to, and I stress this to you, it's important. Everything is on the line right now. We have to get back above $28. Realistically, we want to be above like $28.50, okay? But 28 is the lowest we want to be above. So that's what I'm focused on. And that's what I'm looking at here for GME. I need to see GME break back above that level. We could see some consolidation and still break out of this bull flag. It's all still looking good. Everything is looking bullish. But in order for us to see a big pop to the upside, we're going to have to get back above that $28 level and then move up to 30 to get that gamma ramp and blast off. Now, as far as AMC is concerned, AMC did something very, very bullish today. If you go ahead and put on the moving average here on the daily time frame, you can see, and I marked it for you guys, it's this white line. You can see that we actually closed above the 200 moving average today, and we are now using that as support. What I'm expecting to happen tomorrow is actually have some consolidation, probably drop down slightly below 200 moving average, which is at 446, probably finding support at about 445, and then getting a bounce to the upside, breaking above 450 tomorrow. Now, if we can break and hold 450 tomorrow, that's going to give AMC a gamma ramp. This is a sign to me. This is a sign that GameStop is potentially going to have a bullish Friday, and that's going to set us up for the bullish week next week. If we do see green days for AMC and GME and have a bullish Friday, and GME gets above like 28 all the way to $30, and if AMC can close above 450, that's setting us up for that next week, where we can have that push to the upside. Now, as far as call options are concerned, some people were asking me what AMC looked like. AMC's call options are stacked as well. This is the expiration coming up for this week. You can see that there's 450, so they do expect us to be above 450 by the end of this Friday, okay? A lot of people are expecting us to be above 450, so this is not telling you do zero dates or anything like that, but it looks like we're set up to break above 450 here on Friday, which is crazy, setting us up for a gamma ramp into next week, which also is backed up by the options chain, because you can see we have from all the way from 450 to 850, we have call options change. You can see all of those green changes, 60% plus, 33% plus. That's all volume coming into those calls, and this is big money coming into it. This is not just retail. This is a substantial amount of money betting that AMC is going to be going up over this week into next week, and this is the expiration of the 29th, which is going to be this Friday coming up. So it looks like the market and the market makers, hedge funds, big money, smart money, whatever you want to call it, is expecting the meme stocks to make a move from this week, this Friday, moving into next week, and it should be a big pump next week. And we'll break it all down, especially after what happens to Friday. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We want to see what happens. But if we get this bullish Friday that we're set up for that bullish next week, and we could see something exciting. This is critical. Everything is on the line right now for AMC, and I want to stress that to you guys, that we need to be breaking above and holding these key levels, or we're going to be seeing a pullback and we're not going to be seeing the pump that we're expecting. Now, this is what I'm looking at for AMC. As far as AMC is concerned as well, AMC is breaking out of a macro accumulation. If we can break and hold that 450 level, that's going to be huge, because not only are we above the 200 moving average, but we're breaking out of this macro accumulation, and that's setting AMC up for a move back up towards these ranges where all these sell walls are, because they don't want us above $5.50, $6, because if we break and hold $6 on AMC, it's going to absolutely pump, bringing those call options in the money that you see, those $6, $7, $8 call options in the money, because they don't want us above that level. But it looks like they are hedged for a potential move as the meme stocks continue to push up, and it seems like a long operator is possibly fighting against maybe a smaller hedge fund, or something along that line. Now, I showed you guys multiple times here that people are buying GME stock. Hedge funds are buying GME stock. Showed you guys right here that multiple institutions, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, Susquehanna Group, are going long on GameStop. Fundamentals are improving for the meme stocks, and I believe that we are just seeing the natural moves that we're supposed to be seeing as the macro starts to play out. The meme stocks are bottoming. GameStop's breaking out of a macro falling wedge. Last time Bitcoin broke out of a macro falling wedge, it ended up working its way to a new all-time high. I'm thinking that GameStop, AMC are bottoming. You can see that we had this push up. We come down to the falling wedge. We're probably going to have another move to the upside, and that's what all of this is about. This move up, this sideways consolidation, and it's going to lead to another move up. AMC, same thing as well. Green monthly MACD. It's had this move up, you consolidate, and then you have another move up, and that's why we're breaking above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, which is a bullish signal that we are bottoming and indeed going to be pushing to the upside. So this is very, very exciting where we are. Everything is on the line, and we could potentially see a massive bullish pump if we stay above and hold these key levels. Remember, what we're looking for is a bullish Friday. They're looking to close us below max pain, so keep those numbers in mind. What we want for AMC is to close above 450, and what we want for GME to close above at least, I would say $28, but we want to shoot a little bit higher for GME, like $28.50, $29. If you start seeing GME move towards 30, that is a very, very bullish sign. I'm expecting to see some recovery here in after hours into pre-market tomorrow here for GME. So, hey guys, I just wanted to add this in here for the AMC and GME section before moving into SPY. Last time AMC and GME took off, and I'm talking about really take off, the big launch that we had way back when. Last time was a short week, and that's what's coming up next week, because we do have the stock market close Thursday and half day Friday. So that's just a little bit of information to keep in mind. And then also the setup for AMC is very, very similar, where we had this push to the upside, a long consolidation, and we could have another push to the upside. You guys got to remember that we still have these macro buy signals, and we have the MACDs the same as last time when we took off. Green weekly buy signal. So again, this consolidation where we push up, consolidate, could easily lead to another move to the upside for AMC, and we're coming up for a short week just like last time when we absolutely launched. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and move into SPY in the stock market. That's what I'm looking at for the meme stocks. Let's go ahead and go to the overall stock market and then go into BTC and crypto and wrap this video up. So SPY, I believe, is forming a bear flag. You guys can see here that we actually tried to break out of the bear flag and then got rejected. So what you could end up seeing here from SPY is another retest of the upside tomorrow before a move down. So what I'm thinking SPY is going to do is probably push up towards 5 at 95.41 and reject from that level and then start to move down. But overall, I think we're going to be consolidating upwards before breaking out of this overall rising wedge. We're probably going to come up and make a double top type structure. So you would have top number 1 and then top 2, bringing us down to fill this gap down here that you guys see down here. So I do think SPY is going to kind of slowly work its way up, but as far as what you could see for tomorrow, you're probably going to see bullishness here in the morning and then probably working its way down here in the afternoon, and I will be live to cover SPY after that. But this is pretty much everything I'm looking at for SPY. I just want to quickly point out NVIDIA and Apple still tracking in that overall bear flag, which is going to break down eventually, which would also lend credence to SPY breaking down of this rising wedge here later. I do want to point out that NASDAQ did fill the gap that it had to the upside, so NASDAQ only has gap fills to the downside. SPY, same thing as well. It filled the gap that it had to the upside, so SPY has nothing left but gap fills to the downside. And then I also want to cover NVIDIA real quick, letting you guys know that NVIDIA is still trying to fight with this rising wedge. Okay, and if NVIDIA breaks down out of this rising wedge, you're going to see the market absolutely tank. NVIDIA has to break above 149.96 to be bullish. If it cannot do that, then it is going to break down out of this rising wedge. If NVIDIA loses 146.30 and uses that as resistance, that is confirmation that this wedge is resistant, and you are going to see NVIDIA take a big dump to the downside. I think NVIDIA is actually setting up for this very, very, very soon. And this could be happening between this week and next week. And I told you guys there's going to be a time where the market starts to top out, which it is doing. Market is starting to top out. Bitcoin decouples from the market. Bitcoin absolutely ripping, making new highs every single day. And I told you guys the meme stocks would wake up, and this would all correlate as the macro began to play out. And this is what we're seeing. The next couple of stages are going to be the market is going to finish topping out. It's going to correct. Bitcoin is going to go into a massive parabolic bull run, and the meme stocks are going to see a vicious pump to the upside. That is the next step of all of this macro. And as the macro played out, as I told you guys it would. It just takes forever. You guys are starting to see that, and now we're moving into the next stages. So stay tuned, lock in, and subscribe. That way you guys can get this information every day and continue learning. Now, as far as crypto is concerned, crypto absolutely blasting off. Shout out and congratulations to all of the Bitcoin holders, XRP holders, altcoin holders. You guys are absolutely crushing it, and this is only the beginning of this sweet crypto bull run. Now, I don't want to get too bullish because that's how you can just miss the top by a mile. I want to keep myself grounded, but this bull run is going to be special. So we're looking at a potential official for a crypto lead or a crypto czar. That means an official position inside the Trump administration for crypto. Crypto is going to become a USA-based thing. This is a developing industry. This is very, very exciting. I'm trying to tell people everything's going to be on the blockchain. Everything's going to be tokenized. They're going to use these things for the banking rails, which potentially is what XRP is trying to do. Once crypto goes mainstream, and this is crypto going mainstream. This is what's happening. It's happening right in front of your eyes. This isn't even mass adoption yet. Crypto could have the nastiest bull run ever. And before we even had ETFs, before we had a bullish president for crypto, before Gary Gensler, because if you guys didn't know, Gary Gensler is officially resigning on Inauguration Day. He's gone. Before we had Gary Gensler, the guy who wanted to try to sue altcoins, gone, and ETFs, we had a huge bull run on BTC where Bitcoin ran all the way from $3,000 all the way up to $69,000. That was without ETFs. That was with Gary Gensler in office. That was without a president that was bullish on BTC and making crypto spots for BTC, talking to people about crypto, saying that he's bullish on crypto. That was without all of that. Now we have all of those things. What do you think we could do with all of those things in place? Crypto is absolutely set up for a massive, legendary, parabolic move. And what I think this whole thing was an accumulation range, and that's why this thing is going to be so vicious. I believe we're going to, at minimum, 110K. We're going to have an issue here at 100K. A lot of people are going to be taking profits. I'm very interested to see how Bitcoin handles 100K. We are pretty overextended right now as far as RSI is concerned. So 100K is where we could see our first major pullback. And a lot of people are going to take profits there. But if Bitcoin is able, now this is just an extremely bullish prophecy, but if it was able to do so, use 100K as support and blast through it, it would absolutely rip to like 120, 125 fast. So that is something that's a possibility. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. What most likely is going to happen is we're going to have a lot of trouble at 100K, and you're probably going to see a little bit of a pullback before breaking 100K. But Bitcoin can be very, very surprising, and if we do use 100K as support, it's going to go into a crazy price discovery mode and absolutely blast off. Now, once Bitcoin does get into this 100K range, I do believe it is going to break and hold it. That's when altcoin season will start. We're already seeing Ethereum really start to pick up. Ethereum up 7% on the day, 7.5% on the day, with a macro accumulation that could easily set it up for a new all-time high. So I am very, very bullish on Ethereum. I think altcoin season is going to come later down the road, 2025, around March or April. So I think Bitcoin has a little bit ways to go. Bitcoin's going to start ranging out, and then that's when altcoin season will start. But I think this Bitcoin and crypto bull run is far from over. Another coin to take a hold of and keep an eye of is ADA. ADA absolutely making moves, and XRP is pumping off of the news that Gary Gensler will be resigning. XRP is up 7.9% for the day. So congratulations all XRP holders. XRP currently at the price of $1.19. So if your favorite altcoin hasn't reached a new all-time high yet, it's not altcoin season. It's not time. Once people start taking profits in the Bitcoin, it will start rolling into the altcoins. Altcoin season will come. But I believe that this bull run is actually far from over, and that's why we haven't seen the altcoin season yet. I don't even think we're in euphoria yet. I think we have a much, much higher price target here for BTC, and it's going to shock a lot of people. I think this crypto bull run could be very, very special. I will be letting everyone know when I do decide to take profits and everything like that. Obviously, you guys have to make your own decisions, but I'm sure you guys would like to know when I take profits, so I will be letting people know that. But I am holding on to all my BTC that I accumulated underneath that $28,000 level. I'm still holding it. I did take some profits here and then reaccumulate into this bull flag, which turns out to be one of the craziest, best plays ever. And I am holding the entire position as of right now. Crypto portfolio is hitting new all-time highs. So this was the daily outlook and prediction. If you guys found the video informative, please go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate it if you guys watch to the end. So few people watching the end, and that really helps me out a lot. If you want to support the channel in a different way, you can check out the merch store. This is all linked in the comment section and description below. I also have a Discord market support group as well. You would want to hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5, which is linked in the description as well. Just say, hey, I want to join the Discord. Payment is made via PayPal or Cash App. Once you make payment, I'll send you the link to get in. It's as easy as that. And I'm also working on a way to put my Cash App and PayPal on the screen so you guys can just scan it very, very easily and interact it and make it a little bit more easy for all of you guys. But if you want to get in the Discord, just hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5. Say, hey, I want to join the Discord. I'll send you information about it. It's exclusive market support group. I drop technicals, trades, $75 for a lifetime invite. Literally pays for itself. One of the cheapest and best values that you can find out here for Discord and market support group. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace.
All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate it. If you watched to the end, remember you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace.